Well, when you're fighting this guy, DC, you know as well as anyone, it makes for a suffocating night at the office. Here he is, Khabib Nurmagomedov, putting his status as one of the best fighters on the planet on the line yet again tonight.
He does it every time he steps foot in the octagon. And when they say it's suffocating, they talk about the strength of Khabib. Even our teammates say it does not feel like you're going with a lightweight. You feel like you're fighting a light heavyweight. And what do you expect from a guy that spent his childhood wrestling with bears? He is so strong, he's so physical, and the hard work and the intensity of which he trains with only shows when he steps foot in the octagon. One of the most skilled guys the UFC has ever seen. We always talk about the wrestling and the grappling and the sambo, but don't sleep on Khabib Nurmagomedov's strike. And we saw shades of that in the McGregor fight. Javier Mendez says at times he likes to go southpaw in training. He can't hold me down. He can't hold me down, but it's okay. It's okay. You can't win them all, Khabib.
All right, so here's the undisputed UFC lightweight champion and one of the very best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, Islam Makhachev. You trained alongside this man for years. He has every skill in the book. And the X factor tonight is that has Bruno in his corner.
Yeah, that's one of his brothers, is what they call him. Islam Makhachev, though, is the guy that really does strike fear in so many lightweights' minds. He's a guy that possesses wrestling ability. He's a guy that possesses striking ability. The grappling is second to none. And just his size and physicality is so difficult to deal with. He is a tremendous fighter, and he will be pushed even more forward with the presence of his good friend, Hasbulla.
You do wonder, though, if the opposing corner is a little bit intimidated given Hasbulla's presence in the Makhachev corner. Islam Makhachev set to fight the Eagle, Khabib Nurmagomedov. Our tail of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions. We go to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. Well, follow this under a matchup you thought you would never see. Your former AKA teammates, Islam Makhachev and Khabib Nurmagomedov. It's a fascinating matchup, and tonight we will finally find out which of these two men is really better in mixed martial arts.
You know, the fact that people talk about it so much tells you how good and interesting it is.
He's right.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad. There you go. There you go.
Side control now. Now trying to isolate an arm.
Yeah, he's trying to go to a Kimura lock. Right here, he'll either try to get the submission or use the sweep.
You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm, was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe. Big ground and pound.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Nurmagomedov. And he's back up. Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game. His ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this one.
It's a master class, John. It's a master class in mixing up the target, mixing up the great timing on that double leg.
He's having his way with him here. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Khabib's in half guard. Right side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. Great submission defense.
Nurmagomedov has got full mount now. Under a minute to go. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Seconds winding down in the opening round. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nurmagomedov. All right, so the round is over. Certainly stunned his opponent in that round. We'll see if he can follow up here after 60 seconds.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job of finding the shot that really did affect the equilibrium of his opponent. Now he needs to go back and find the attack that's going to shut the lights off.
All right, there's the end of the round. So it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands. His opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
Round 2 underway. Oh, that's a nice strike there by Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, Khabib Nurmagomedov is not only a wrestler, he's a full-on mixed martial artist now, and it's showing in that experience.
Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he will try to chase down that finish.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Islam Makhachev.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistent.
Makhachev's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it.
His work, I'm gonna stand this up.
Staying offensive off of his back as he lands a strike from the bottom position.
These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
I mean, technically, this would be a flying triangle if he could finish it.
A flying...
Oh, he's out of danger!
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
All right, side control now.
Beautiful transition.
Knee on belly, big strikes landing here. Well, that combination's gonna leave a mark. You see him getting top position, standing over his opponent, and delivering the ground strike. Nice job by Nurmagomedov. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. The ground strikes continue to pile up.
Getting him out here.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. And now he's got the back. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas.
The way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Nurmagomedov ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. And again, dealing with that cut around his eye. Gotta be careful.
He's got to shore up the defense, because if he keeps getting hit there, it's only going to continue to get worse.
Ground and pound strike there now. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
2 rounds in the books.
Great job. Yeah, take a deep breath. Nice job. How do you feel? That's right. Look amazing. Now you should smell blood. You almost had him out this time. I want you to keep it.
All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end as we look back at some of the action. What a display of ground and pound.
It's his calling card. It's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a brutal ground and pound fighter, and he showed you just then why he's known as that in the MMA sphere. He's the guy that if he gets you down, he will dominate you with positioning and brutal, nasty ground and pound.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Here we go with our next round. And DC, you've spoken a lot about ground and pound skills and how it's a little bit of a lost art in modern day mixed martial arts. Certainly not for this anymore.
No,
right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot. There it is. Now he's on the mount.
Nicely done. Well, the fighter's going to have to address this offense coming his way. He's getting really bloody around that eye.
Yeah, now it's just become a big target because his opponent is just seeing the blood and he's just going after it. He has got to move his head before the strike starts coming in his direction.
Makhachev's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here.
He's got to start to get to the get-up process. Because everybody talks like you just get up, you don't. It's a process, right? You get to the underhook, you build to the elbow, then you start to gain height to get back to your feet.
Well, it's a bloody Saturday, folks. He's really starting to leak out of that eye area, Daniel.
Well, he's leaking, John. He's wide open. The eyes are beat up. The guy's taking a beating, and the blood has to be affecting his vision at this point.
Really using his physicality to his advantage now.
He lifted up the neck and snuck his arm underneath to try to get a choke.
Oh, I'm no expert, but that front flute choke looks locked in. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory. I can see the ringside position starting to get up because that cut has gotten to a very bad place.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. All right, so good ground and pound by him here. Certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
45 seconds remain in the round.
Watch the armbar, watch the armbar here. He's got it isolated.
Oh, he's out!
He actually escaped. But I gotta stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
Makhachev's an absolute mess right now. This fight might actually get stopped by the ringside physician due to that cut. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here.
We knew this was going to happen. We expected that war. Refocus.
All right, DC, we'll get a few clips of the damage done in that previous round. That eye continues to be the main target.
I mean, he is getting hit in this position, and it's all about now where is the cut? Is it above the eye? Is it below the eye? But every time you get hit in that area, it is going to sting, and the bleeding will then cause issues to your sight. He's got to change something.
Ready. Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. Fourth round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand here.
You feel it inside of the arena. The fighters feel it inside of the octagon. It's palpable. The energy is crazy because you understand that in the next 10 minutes, someone's going to get a belt strapped around their waist. It's amazing.
Well, this UFC fight is sort of dissolving into a horror movie. I don't need to see any more damage inflicted.
You don't have to lose everything on one night. His corner can stop the fight now, and he would be mad now, but he would appreciate them later because it will extend his career going down the line. Great job landing the strike from his back.
Good work from the top here by Islam Makhachev. Another ground and pound strike lands. And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action. Oh, nice straight punch there by Nurmagomedov.
Those are big strikes.
Lands a big elbow there. And there's the single.
He passes the half.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Well, he continues. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Under 2 minutes to go. Swing and a miss by Nurmagomedov. Makhachev's doing a nice job there, raising the guard to protect. Well, not sure if he's lighter on it.
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine. Oh, nice guillotine there.
All right, so he lets go of the submission now.
He let go because he saw that he was going to lose his position. You got to maintain dominant position when you're in a fight.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
Very smart there. You never favor submission over a dominant position.
And plenty of time with which to work. 30 seconds to go in the round. It's getting really hard to watch him absorb shots on that eye. I wonder if the referee's thinking about calling in the doctor now.
Well, John, the entirety of the fight, that has been the target of his opponent. He has...
looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. 20 minutes down, 5 to go. All right, so that round is in the books.
Take a seat, bud.
Makhachev's eye is in real trouble, folks. That does not look good. I wouldn't be at all surprised to see the ringside physician be called on here. He might even stop the fight. We'll see. All right, well, no surprise to see that eye continue to be targeted. Some replays from the previous round in which a lot of damage was doled out.
Well, the cut man's got some work to do to try to give this kid an opportunity to stay in the fight, because the reality is he has taken far too many shots to the eye, and now he's dealing with a nasty cut. He has got to change something.
You ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round. There, somehow his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much. Beautiful level change. Oh, nice right hand level change. Yeah.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are...
Khabib's got his head. Let's see if he can secure a guillotine choke here. That guillotine is tight. Most fighters... Ooh! Sorry to cut short, but he got out.
What a great job attacking the lock, rolling to your back, giving up the mount. He chose a much worse position over giving up that submission.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here.
It looks like some swelling is forming after that ground and pound strike lands.
Makhachev getting work from the top here. These ground and pound strikes very effective. Let's see if he tries to work his way back to his feet.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Oh, another strike lands from the top. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. 30 seconds now to go in the fight. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. Beautifully timed takedown attempt, and he gets it. Time winding down, final seconds of the fight. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable. Oh, looks like he's trying to... Oh, and there's the final horn. We go to the scorecards. One of the greatest fights that we have seen all year. All right, so the title fight goes the distance. I don't want to steal Bruce Buffer's thunder because he doesn't like that, but... And new UFC champion of the world you're looking at.
Yeah, he's the new champ. No matter how you want to look at it, he did enough to take the belt off the champion. He used his striking, his footwork, his beautiful movement in order to confuse the champion over the course of 5 rounds. He did enough. It's time to strap the belt around his waist.
Official decision now in. The Buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest, 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so judges' scorecards needed, not often the case when Khabib Nurmagomedov competes, but he gets it done by decision and keeps that O in the loss column.
In